All right, so this message here is for the chosen ones, and I want to encourage you all in your professions to work as if you're working unto God. All right, so that's the main thing you want to do, especially when you're thinking about how you're going to overcome a toxic boss. Okay, and this is the same principle you use in every field. And for me, I'm in education. So here you see me with my AI students, but that's really an image of me. And I am an educator and I love what I do. And whether you're in education or any field, when you're doing what you love, sometimes what takes away from that experience is when you have a toxic micromanager or a toxic supervisor or a toxic boss, whatever you calling them these days, that, people that you report to and sometimes abuse their positions. Now, before we dive deep into how to manage these type of people, we have to first of all make sure that we're doing all we can to do the right thing. Have I always done that? No. And I'm just being honest. I have not always been very competent at doing my personal best. There has been times that I've been slack and I just had to really do better. And when you start to do better and do the right things, you're going to also see who's not doing what they're supposed to do. You're going to also see some things that are crooked, especially when you're walking with God. And there comes a time where you're going to have to, in some instances, stand up for yourself. You're going to have to speak up. And I would encourage to always seek to go about it in a diplomatic fashion. Don't just, say whatever comes to mind. Take it to God in prayer. Now, here's the thing, too, that happens. People who get checked on their own foolishness, they will try to lash out at you if they're not submitted to God, if they have a broken moral compass. Sometimes they do what you see being done to me in this clip right here. They talk to you as if you are a child, in which they shouldn't even talk to a child in a certain manner. But some of them, they get beside themselves and they get it twisted. And I will say, in an instance like this, get up, back up, let them know, hey, you cannot get in my face. Keep that space between you. All right, if you have to, because some people, if you leave it open to try, and if you have them think that Christians are supposed to be weak, they will take advantage of you. And this is where you also need to pray. You need to pray because when the devil is working behind these folks, they're going to try to manipulate you. Okay, they're going to try to control you. And this is an effort of retaliation. So they will do the pum pum to your feet as best they know how when they are caught in the wrong and they want revenge. And so a person that gets worse after you try to bring a third person into the picture, they will make your life harder. And still, you have to pursue in prayer. Ask God to walk in you so that you'll know how to move forward. And also, to do what you can to take a deep breath and relax and try to get clarity on it, because you got to realize the war is bigger than what you think. Behind closed doors, this is what's happening. You have those demons that are looking at you from behind and that is around you, and they're trying to come after you because you're the chosen one. And that's why you got to open up the word of God, which is the sword of the spirit, so that you can also get better clarity on how to move forward. So don't try to enter in this war without God. You have to live right, and that's going to help you be very powerful against the enemy. You got some people, they're not living right, but then they want to try to come against the enemy. No, you got to combine righteous living with operating the sword of the spirit, and also to get your community that will pray with you through those situations. These are great strategies to get you a checkmate against the enemy when somebody is deceived, okay? And they will try to get you to a point like this, where you have to go toe to toe fighting people. And this is what the enemy wants. The enemy wants to use people to get you out of character. And you got to realize you're not fighting flesh and blood. This is the enemy using people that are submitted to him. But if you're submitted to God, you will get a checkmate over the person and that unclean spirit that has challenged you. Yes, the devil wants to try to shut your mouth so that things can be swept under the rug, but you belong to God. And part of going through this teaches you how to recognize things when they start from the very beginning so that you can have dominion over the enemy. And just remember this and know that it is God that gives us the victory through Jesus Christ, according to 1 Corinthians 15 and 57. If this message has inspired you, hit the subscribe button and God bless you.